It's well known that the interactions between humans and the environment has a negative impact on the wildlife seen across the biosphere. Native species across the planet are being pushed to extinction from our consumption of resources and our wasteful ways. However, some species have successfully adapted to the impact of humans on the ecosystem, and in some cases positively benefiting from our presence. My name is Miles, and in this video I'm going to explore the interactions between humans and wildlife in the urban areas of Australia, with a particular focus on the positively affected Australian white ibis. If you have spent some time in Australian cities and urban areas, you might have noticed these extraordinary looking birds with their mostly white plumage and long black curved beaks. The Australian white ibis is a highly misunderstood species, informally known as bin chickens for their dumpster diving behaviour. They are highly adaptable water birds that naturally inhabit wetlands in the Murray-Darling Basin further inland, spending most of their time foraging for tasty morsels in the ground and underwater, using its long beak to probe for creatures hiding in the mud and water, favouring crayfish and mussels. However, due to drought and urbanisation, the birds have been forced out of their wetland habitat and into urban areas. Although in most cases this would spell bad news for a species, it is not quite the case for the ibis. The ibis has become somewhat dependent on humans as a species, making use of our waste. Ibises are commonly found foraging for our scraps in bins and other urban areas. The evolution of a long beak allows the bird to reach deep into bin bags and retrieve whatever scraps have been discarded. Due to this interaction, populations of ibis have grown significantly without the constraints of competition for food. The supply of food from bins has highly increased the carrying capacity of the area for ibises, resulting in large populations of ibises in a close vicinity. They tend to nest relatively close to the bins due to the vast supply of food, bringing them closer to human interactions and further from their natural habitat. The urban lifestyle is beneficial to the ibis. However, management practices are in place due to complaints about their smell, noise and excrements. They're also listed as the second highest threat to aircraft safety, capable of costing millions of dollars in damage. In order to manage ibis populations in urban areas, egg oiling was implemented, where eggs are painted by canola oil to prevent incubation, and because the egg remains intact, ibises continue to incubate the egg. Even with drought and urbanisation continually decreasing the livability of ecosystems across Australia, some species are simply finding a new home amongst us, such as seagulls, pigeons and mice, just to name a few. Although our interactions with the natural world mostly have negative impacts on Earth's wildlife, there is still a glimmer of hope for our urban ibises. Thank you for watching.